Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive. Today we're tackling something that's been generating a lot of buzz lately. Central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs for short.
CBDCs, yeah.
Basically, we're talking about the possibility of a digital version of the US dollar,
Right.
issued and backed by, who else? The Federal Reserve.
Uh-huh.
Now, the US is being pretty cautious about this whole thing.
Definitely.
I mean, I'm seeing some countries jumping right in, launching their own CBDCs. But the Fed, they're taking a more measured approach.
Yeah, look before you leap kind of thing. They're doing their homework, researching all the potential implications before they even think about pulling the trigger.
So it's not just a quick glance. It's a full-on deep dive into CBDCs.
Exactly. And they're exploring all sorts of different models, too.
Well, yeah. Like what?
Well, you got your wholesale CBDCs, which would be mainly for big financial institutions.
Okay, so like bank-to-bank stuff.
Exactly. Then there are retail CBDCs. Those would be for everyday people like you and me. And then there's the really interesting one, programmable CBDCs.
Whoa, hold on. Programmable money. What does that even mean? Like, can I tell my money where to go?
In a sense, yeah. It's all about setting specific rules for how that digital dollar can be used.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Give me an example.
Let's say you get your tax refund.
Okay, I like where this is going.
Instead of it just landing in your checking account, you could have it automatically go straight into a CBDC wallet specifically for your kid's college fund.
Oh, that's smart.
Or imagine a portion of every paycheck instantly going towards your retirement savings, all thanks to a few lines of code.
So it's like automated savings, but on steroids.
Pretty much.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but of course there are concerns too. Some people might feel like it gives the government too much control over their money.
That's a good point. It's like, are they going to start dictating how I spend every dollar?
Well, that's the balancing act the Fed is facing. How do you create a system that's innovative and efficient, but also protects individual privacy?
It's a tough one for sure.
Right. And they're very aware of those concerns. They're exploring all sorts of privacy-enhancing features.
Good to hear. So we've talked about targeted spending, but what about the bigger picture? Like, how could a CBDC impact the whole financial system?
That's the million-dollar question.
Right. I mean, right now, banks are kind of the gatekeepers.
Yeah.
They hold our money, they process our transactions.
Exactly.
Would a CBDC change all that?
It could, yeah. A CBDC could potentially streamline the whole system, making transactions faster and cheaper.
So maybe we wouldn't need banks as much for our day-to-day finances.
Right, that's a possibility.
But would people be comfortable keeping their money directly with the Fed?
That's another big question the Fed is grappling with.
It's a lot to think about. And it's not just about people who already have bank accounts, right? What about those who don't?
Absolutely.
Could a CBDC be a game changer for them?
Potentially, yes. One of the most exciting things about CBDCs is their potential for financial inclusion. Well, they could provide a low-cost, accessible way for people without traditional bank accounts to participate in the digital economy.
So think like being able to receive government benefits or pay bills, even without having a checking account.
Right.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. It's a potential game changer for millions of people.
This is really starting to feel like we're talking about a fundamental shift in how we think about money.
It is.
But this isn't just a U.S. thing, is it? What are other countries doing?
No, absolutely not.
The global conversation, right?
It is. The Fed is actually working closely with other central banks around the world
What for?
to share information, learn from each other's experiences, and ensure interoperability so that different CBDCs can work together seamlessly.
Makes sense.
Some countries are moving faster than others, for sure.
Right.
But the U.S. is definitely at the table, taking a thoughtful and measured approach.
Okay, so let's zoom out for a second. We've covered a lot of ground here. Big picture, the U.S. is seriously considering CBDCs. They're weighing the benefits, the risks, and they're collaborating with other countries to figure this all out. It's a big decision with potentially huge implications
Definitely.
for all of us.
Right.
So here's a question for everyone listening. Imagine the U.S. does launch a CBDC. How it would change your life? Would you be one of the first in line to try it out?
Yeah.
Would it change how you manage your finances?
Right.
It's something to think about
Yeah.
as we move into this new and uncharted territory.
For sure.
If you're interested in learning more about digital currencies and blockchain tech, check out the resources we've linked in the show notes. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everyone.
Until next time.